avoid a bad habit when you are tired? It's a tale of two weekends, not two cities, New York and Paris, but a tale of two weekends. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Sheri with ViREO Life, author of Go Forward, 28 Days to Eat, Move, and Enjoy Life God's Way. And all of you back, welcome again. Now, let's talk about two weekends, both recent for me. One weekend, I was standing in my kitchen determined to get my meal prepped for the week. But I was tired. And I was munching. I didn't know I was tired at the time. We're going to get to that. But I was munching. I would, and you've done this, eat a few nuts, eat a piece of fruit, not because I was physically hungry. That was clue. I'm jumping ahead. But not because I was physically hungry. I just had major munchies. Weekend number 2, I also needed to get my prep meals for the week. But I recognized I'm tired. I need a nap. So I honored the need, curled up on my sofa, and took a nap. Ta-da! There was no munching that particular weekend. So, what does this mean? It's a classic situation that when you're tired, hormonally, other things going on, it is much easier to munch when you are tired and munch mindlessly. And, mindless eating is not what we talk about here. We talk about intuitive eating. We talk about tuning in and listening to your body's needs. And typically I do that, but that weekend I referred to, I didn't do it so much then. Before I give you the solution, let me tell you about a client, because this is not just related to the bad habit of mindless eating, it's any bad habit and dealing with it when you're tired. So this client came to me because they are a busy business owner and they were tired, and they were also tired specifically of being sedentary, and they wanted to stop the habit of being sedentary. The solution for them, and for me, and for you, is a lesson that I learned learning ocean sports. I enjoy playing in the ocean. I enjoy ocean sports. And rule number 1, when you are out in the waves, because they can be adventurous, but they can also be dangerous, don't stay in when you are too fatigued to fight. The problem is you don't always know when you've crossed that line into a dangerous zone. What to do? Find your red flag. The munchies, they're a red flag for me. Anytime that I feel myself getting the munchies, I ask myself, am I physically hungry? And if I am, great, that's intuitive eating. But if I'm not, it's a red flag that there's something else going on. Maybe it's boredom, maybe it's stress, maybe it's tiredness. There's another need that I must address. The Sunday that I went on and did the munchies, it was because I didn't pause and ask myself, what is it that I really need? Listening is the first step. My client that I mentioned, a big red flag, not thinking clearly, procrastinating, and then going to social media and scrolling through. Now comes the second step. You've listened, you've identified your red flag, now have a single go-to action. For me, that go-to action is taking 30 to 60 seconds to take some deep breaths. Because when I do that, number 1, it calms things down. But number 2, it gives me a moment, it gives me that pause to ask, what is it I really need here? am I physically hungry or not? And I'm able to identify what it is that I really need. For this client, the go-to action was take a 5-minute walk because it gets the blood flowing, it gets the mind relaxed and recharged, which then of course helps with productivity when they came back to their business. 5 minutes didn't overwhelm them, and taking those 5-minute breaks throughout the day, they ended up getting their step count in by the end of the day without a full workout time carved out of their already busy day, so they're no longer sedentary. What about you? What is your red flag? What is that signal that I'm too tired, I'm too fatigued to fight, I need to step away? And then once you know that red flag, what is it that you do as your go-to? And if you don't already have a single go-to, I encourage you to do that. And here's the reason for a single go-to. If you have 15 different things to try, that's going to be overwhelming when you're already tired. When you're tired, if all you have to remember is go outside and walk just for a couple of minutes, or take a 30-second deep breathing break. A single go-to to help you reset and recognize that I'm too fatigued to fight, I need to readjust. Thanks so much for watching. Put that in the comments so we can get some dialogue going on this. And make sure that you have subscribed if you've not already subscribed. Click the little notification bell. And until next time, find your path and fulfill your potential.